Off air. Yes, live. Now we are live.
Now we're live. Okay. Hi and good evening to everybody who is watching us. I'm Karen Lynn. I'm a cosplayer from Israel. And this is Cosplay Talk. This is an initiative from the Israeli team that is trying to get the Israeli cosplay community to World Cosplay Summit. And every week we're having a new different cosplayers from the world. So today we have Lightning Cosplay and Rolf. Hi.
Yeah.
Introduce yourselves.
Yeah, hi. I'm Lightning. My real name is Laura. And yeah, I'm cosplaying now for 2.5 years. Yeah, and I'm pretty happy to be here. And when you have questions, do you want to know anything about us or me? I don't know, just ask. Or yeah, and that is Ralph, my boyfriend now for I think we are together for 7 or 8 years, pretty long, and yeah, he is always by my side, and sometimes he had to wear cosplays.
Hello.
He had to.
Hi, Ralph. Okay. So how did you get into cosplay, Laura? How did you find out about this work?
It was 2011. I were at a very small convention in Germany, and that was the first time I saw cosplayers wearing their cosplays, and I saw them and thought, oh my god, what's that? That's so cool! And I'm a gamer for my whole life. I love games. I had a Nintendo and PlayStation and all this stuff, and yeah, so I know what they were doing, but I never thought about this before. Yeah, wearing cosplays from your favorite characters, and when I saw it, I think I thought, oh my god, that's so cool! I have to do this. And in 2012, at the same convention, I had my first my own cosplay. It was Lightning from Final Fantasy 13 too. So this is the reason why.
Oh, that's your name.
Oh my god, that's my name!
Oh my god, such a coincidence!
Yes, and that is because I'm Lightning. Yeah.
Wait, you're Lightning?
I'm Lightning.
Awesome.
Tum tum tum!
This was the magic, and this. Yeah.
And that's where all it starts.
Yes.
Okay. Why did you... Okay. Why did you decided to start cosplay? I mean, what was the thing that got you into it?
There were a lot of things, I think. First thing was, I love gaming and I love the characters, and it is so great to bring the characters to life. You only see on the TV, on the computer, and to bring them to life is just wow. When I see myself in the mirror, I think it sounds a bit strange, but when I see myself in the mirror dressed as a character, I think, oh my god,
I am
the character. It's real life. It's just amazing to see characters, walking around in real life. And when I'm walking around on the convention and I see this and that character from I don't know, Zelda, I think, oh my god, it's Zelda. It's real.
No,
and
mostly it's Link.
Mostly it's Link. Yeah, it's true. Mostly it's Link.
And Zelda as well. Don't discriminate the Zelda.
Oh,
okay.
Excuse me.
okay, but I think that's one reason, and only and the thing, this crafting stuff. I love crafting. I love arts. My whole life I painted a lot, and so painting is my favorite part. And yeah, the crafting part is very, very great. I love it, and I think this is one big reason why I love this hobby and why I'm doing this.
Okay, and you said your first cosplay was Lightning, which was basically armor. Why did you decide?
It's terrible. It looks so terrible right now.
Obviously your first cosplay will not look as good as your lastest one, but why did you decide to start with armor? I mean, everybody starts with a small project, but you went like, I'm gonna do full body armor. Yeah.
Yeah. It was at
because
this time because I can. No, at this time he was playing Final Fantasy 13 2, and there was no other character I want to do. I saw this character and I thought I must do this. I have no other choice because I want to have an what's the last one? I want to do something very
unique,
special. Very special. Very. I'm always searching for. Yeah, look for the word.
Using a phone app.
Challenge. Yeah, it's challenge. I'm always looking for challenges. So this was a challenge for me, and there were tutorials on the internet how to make armors, and at this time it was foam. So my first armor was craft foam, and oh my god, it was so crappy.
Okay, and after that, obviously, you learned a lot.
Yeah.
And, well, I kind of figured that your favorite part is making armors and weapons, surprisingly. Among that, is there a part that you specifically like?
Yeah, as I said, it's painting the armor is my special thing. I love painting the armor. Building the armor is something like, it's a bit boring because you're doing the same stuff like always, and when you're finished with this piece, it looks a bit naked, and you think, oh my god, now I have to bring this to life and start to paint it, and with every color you use, it looks more fabulous and more great, and I think, oh my god, it's so cool. Painting is just amazing, and doing is so terrible.
And Rolf, do you help in any way? What do you do in this other than being the boyfriend and wearing costumes once in a while?
Oh my gosh.
He's helping me a lot.
Yes, everything.
He's doing
nothing
nearly
special.
Priming with wood glue.
Come on. I can do better stuff.
He can do priming with wood glue.
Actually, I'm helping a lot with the weapons.
Weapons, yes, and the LED stuff.
LED stuff.
All the electronic stuff, and at the moment he's doing. He's making the horns. I'm selling.
Yes.
I'm doing
the horn producer.
The horn producer, and I'm painting them. So it's my work. You buy, but he's going to cast them because it's a bit boring.
Sometimes
who got time to cast when you have to make armors?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes
and sometimes he's my photograph.
But these times are over.
So he's doing a lot of stuff.
Busy. So, and how did you convince him to wear a costume in the first place, or was it wasn't so hard?
I also do this.
Yeah, he also make me fresh.
With love.
With love. Give it to me. Oh.
Okay, and Laura, how did you convince Rolf to make a costume, like to wear one?
Yeah, good question. I really don't know. I show him the artwork and say, Rolf, I make this costume for you. You must wear it. And that is it.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty convincing to me. I would be pretty convinced by this.
Yes.
Yeah. You had no choice. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah.
For whoever is watching, I did forget to mention, if you have any questions, please feel free to comment either on our YouTube, on the Hangout page, or inside the Hangout, we have a Q&A app right on one of the sides, and you can absolutely post questions there. We will be happy.
Yeah.
Yes, there is on the side the Q&A. Technology, guys, technology. Put your mouth on the picture and it moves.
Yeah.
So if you have any questions, please comment. We will be really happy to answer. I mean, they will be happy to answer. I will be happy to ask. Okay, and approximately, how much time does it take you to make a costume?
It's very. Sometimes I need about 9 days only. Only a few days. I made my Magda costume for in about 9 days because. I have no sleep, and It was a terrible time, and even to Randa and Malfurion was 2 weeks. It was also terrible. I will never do something like this again.
This was really terrible.
You will probably do it again, and you know it.
Oh my God, I don't know, but a lot of friends helped me with this, and without them, it would not be possible. I mean, look at the costumes. Only 2 weeks. It was so terrible.
Yes.
I was crying the whole time, and I would think it was the worst time of my life.
Aww.
But now I'm so happy to have them. Yeah, I need about a few weeks to a month, I think. My first real armor was the Demon Hunter. I needed about 2 months, but this is long ago, so now I need about for an armor only for myself 2 to 4 weeks, I think.
There's a question. Woo!
Yeah, there's a question. We're gonna answer the question.
No.
Somebody asked, why do you base your cosplays mostly on artworks?
Yeah. I think 2 times I made my own design. This was the faun costumes was designed by my own. It's a lot of fun to design your own costumes, but it's very time consuming. So I love to work with artworks because you see them and they look perfect, and then when I see an artwork and it's just perfect, the character and the colors, and you see it and you think, oh my God, that's perfect, I have to do this, and yeah, you get a finished concept art. So it's much easier to work with an artwork than making your own design.
And would you prefer to work with an artwork than, like, I think the question more refers to working with an artwork which is an original design that doesn't have to have a connection to a specific character, or do you prefer to make a design that is a live character that is already in a game and you played in? Like, do you rather do a character that you know, or a specific artwork that is a character you know nothing about? It's just the art.
I mean, okay. Yeah, I think one time I made a character which I didn't know. This was Valkyrie. I didn't read the comics, but I saw the artwork and I fell in love with the artwork, and so this was the decision I made it. But mostly I made characters I know from the games and I love them, and I decided to make them. Yeah, when I played the games or read the books, I saw the movies mostly. This is
Say
Amy.
hello to Kitty.
This is Amy. Hi. This is a cutie kitten. She is 4 months old.
Oh.
She was crying.
She was crying. She wants love.
Me love.
She's sitting here and saying, "Oh man, give me love, give me love." Come on, baby.
And now she's getting love.
Yes.
Okay. Out of all the cosplays that you've made so far, what is your favorite?
Ooh. My favorite.
What is Ralph's favorite? We'll start with you.
I only have 2.
What do you like most on me?
Nothing.
Naked.
Guys, let's keep it a PG.
What do you like most?
Oh my God.
That's pretty interesting.
I
always wanted to know this.
That's what I'm here for.
I think your warrior faun.
Yeah, my warrior faun, my last faun with the big ram horns.
So,
I did like this one.
Yeah.
It was really
Yes.
good.
Yes. What's about Nidalee? It's pretty sexy.
Yeah.
Don't you like Nidalee?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
For summer, Nidalee, and in the winter.
Yeah, the faun.
The faun.
The warrior faun is also my favorite, I think. Yeah. Even if it's pretty uncomfortable because of the hooves and the horns, but I love it. I love it.
All right. Okay, that's awesome. And how long did it took you to make it?
The warrior faun. I think it was about 3 weeks. 3 weeks, yes. It was pretty fast, but it was not much armor. The most work was the horns, because I sculpted it and I molded and I molded and casted it. It takes about, I think, two weeks, because it was the first time working with silicone and resin. And it took me so long.
Screw PG. It's 10.
Okay, and Danny, shush. That is an Israeli dude, which is a friend of mine, and we're not going to talk about this here, Danny. You're going to be a Sailor Moon. Okay, next. We're going to answer a question which will also relate to my next question. Yeah, Lightning, how is the brown stuff called you use? This stuff you heat up and build with. Something in German.
The brown stuff?
Never heard about
I Please explain to us about this magical material. What is it called? And yeah,
okay,
go ahead.
So he's giving me an example. There, under the horns. Under the horns, there we have it. So I can show you and explain while I'm showing it. Here we have it. This magical stuff. Ooh. This magical stuff.
I also have.
I have it there. We all have this magical stuff at home. Every cosplayer needs this. It's magical stuff from Germany. It's good quality, yeah. It's Warbler's finest art, and I really, really love it. You can buy it at my costumes, or I get it from my costumes. I don't know where to get it when you are not a German.
There are a lot of websites. If you Google Warbler, you'll find a list of websites. Just Google Warbler. Yeah.
And yeah, this is basically the material I use for all my armor stuff. You can make horns or weapons, or I don't know. You can really do everything with that. I'm writing a book at the moment, and in this book I show you how to make horns. Very cool horns with this stuff. So
very horny.
Very. I'm so horny.
Ralph, PG.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. We forgive you. Okay, so I hope it answered your question. This is Warbler. It is magic. Everybody needs it. Okay. When you start working on a new costume, like, how do you start? How do you choose a character? Like, what's the process?
What? I don't know if I understand.
You just started.
When you start a new costume.
Okay.
It's okay.
I understand.
It's okay.
Basically, I start with the bracer because it's the most easiest part of the costume, I think. And yeah, when I have the artwork, and mostly I think, oh my God, how can I start? It's so much to do, and I really don't know where to start. So you just take the piece you think it's the most easiest, and then for me the most easiest part, mostly it's the bracer. So I start with the bracer. But sometimes I think last time I start with the weapon. Sometimes I start with the weapon because when you have the finished weapon, then you have the feeling like, oh my God, I did the weapon. Now I can do the whole other stuff. But when you're not sure, just take the easiest part for you of the artwork of the character you want to do.
And let's answer another question. What do you suggest for someone who wants to make armor cosplay with a limited budget and limited space?
Yeah, there are a lot of other materials you can use instead of Warbler. There's craft foam, for example. My first armor was made out of craft foam. It's cheaper, and it's okay. Or you can use EVA foam.
Oh, EVA foam.
With EVA foam, you can do a lot of very great stuff. My Furion's armor we made for Ralph was made out of craft foam, EVA foam. And you can buy a lot of EVA foam. I think we just paid 10 euros for all the armor stuff for Ralph's Furion armor, and it's pretty cheap. I think that's a good idea. Or you can look at the internet for cheap fabrics or something like this. There are a lot of things you can do to save money. But I think the best thing you can do is, work with EVA foam or craft foam. Yeah, this is this piece we made for my Furion.
Looks like wood.
It looks like wood, but it's
EVA foam.
EVA foam. And it's
Yeah.
really cool because it's still flexible and
How do you keep it flexible without the color cracks? Because I do know it's a problem a lot of people have when working with EVA foam or craft foam, that after they prime it and paint it, it squishes and the paint just cracks.
yeah, I know what you mean. I think this armor piece doesn't crack because it has we cut it here, and so you can easily yeah, stretch it. But I have the same problem, and I really don't know what to do against it. But I have the same problem with Warbler. After a convention, I have sometimes I have yeah, some cracks or paint yeah, groups.
Yeah, tipping off.
It's I have the same problem. I don't know what to do against this. I'm sorry, but you can fix it after the convention.
Yeah, fixing is always good. So I hope we answered this question. Now I'm interested. Is cosplay your job or do you have a day job?
I'm a student at the moment. I have no extra job, and cosplay is like, yeah, you can call it. It's like my job. I'm doing it full time, and I'm studying. But at the moment, I'm doing more cosplay than studying. So I'm very happy that I'm a student because I think when I have a normal job, I'm not able to do so much cosplay stuff. He is also a student, but yeah.
But I also have a job.
Yeah, but he also have a job. He's working as building engineer.
Civil engineer.
Civil engineer, not building. Civil engineer. He works in yeah, as a civil engineer, but not every day. Only three days a week. So we have a lot of time.
So I have time to cast horns.
To cast the horns and help me with my cosplay stuff. So.
And what you guys are studying?
I'm studying communication design, and yeah, he's studying civil engineering. Civil engineering.
Oh, makes sense. Makes sense.
Yes.
Okay. And you've been cosplaying for such a short time. Like you've been cosplaying for 2.5 years.
Yeah.
How did you got from a point where you said your first armor was meh compared to the one you do now? How did you get this first crazy fast progress? How do you think it happened?
I think it was a bit of luck. I think, of course, my first big project, which was noticed in the internet, was my Demon Hunter, and I got a lot of compliments, and the people noticed it and said, "Oh my God, that's so amazing!" It was the first big Warbler armor which was ever made, and the people, yeah, it was a time when when the Warbler thing starts. And so I was one of the first persons who was working with it, and I think this was one of the reasons. Yeah, so I'm so famous now because at this time it was new and oh my God, the big armor stuff, and yeah, I think this is the reason why I get so famous.
And you do get invited to a lot of conventions. What do you do when you invite to a con? Like, as a guest, what do you do there?
Mostly I'm a judge in the costume contests, and I love judging. It's so much fun to see all the cosplayers, and they are so nervous. It's so sweet when they're coming to the pre-judging and saying, "Oh my God, I'm such a big fan," and "Oh, don't look at my costumes there. It's crappy." And I said, "No, I love all your costumes. It's so amazing to see all these amazing costumes in other countries. I really love to meet all the people there, and so judging is my favorite part. And I'm also doing making panels and workshops, yeah. And of course, mostly I have a booth where I sell my prints and meet fans, and it's
and friends.
And friends, yeah. It's very, very funny, and I love traveling around to other conventions.
Awesome. And what is the most memorable convention for you? Not specifically when you were a guest, but like the convention that left the deepest mark.
It was it was BlizzCon last year because he made the proposal, and I think this was just, I will never forget this in my whole life. It was BlizzCon. We were for free there because we won the costume contest at Gamescom, and then we had the whole trip for free. So we were at BlizzCon the first time. It was my birthday. He won the costume contest, and then he made the proposal. I think it was just the best day in my life. I will never forget this. So this was the best convention ever.
I will definitely think that it sounds like a best convention ever.
Yeah.
Okay. And when you're a judge, you did say that like you love to see the people. What is the part you enjoy the most being a judge, and the part you least enjoy being a judge?
I really don't like to sit there for hours. It's pretty exhausting to sit there 3 hours pre-judging, and every cosplayer who want to be judged by you only have 1 or 2 minutes, and I really don't like this. I wish I had more time for every cosplayer, but then I would sit there longer and longer and longer, and so yeah, it's pretty exhausting to sit there for 2 hours, and after 2 hours you see costumes and think, yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I saw this before. Ah, okay. But yeah, that's very exhausting. I don't like this so much. I wish I have about 5 minutes for every cosplayer, but I wish the pre-judging will only be half an hour. But this isn't possible. So, what I really like is on the other side is to see all these costumes. I really love it to see the creativity of all these people, how they do their costumes, what materials they use, because I learn a lot. I really learn a lot from other people when I see their costumes. I ask them, how did you make this and that, and what's this? I never see this before. Can you tell me how you made this? That's pretty cool, and I really love this part of the judging to learn new things from other cosplayers.
It's always good. Okay. Let's answer some questions in the meantime. Okay. Where do you store all your worn costumes, or do you sell them?
I store them. I can show you.
Where? Show us, please.
Yes. Okay. Do you see it here?
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
I show you. One moment.
Hi, Rolf.
Hello.
Do you have a kitty to show us as well?
What?
A kitty. A kitty to show us in the meantime.
So, here, Ralph, you have to
Sorry.
turn it. Here are a lot of costumes in this. And, oh, I got a cat.
Kitty.
And I have this, what was the word for this thing?
Closet.
Closet, yes. I have 2 big closets where all my costumes are, and yeah, my Fury and Tyrande are behind me because I have no space for them. Yes, it's a big problem, but I can't sell them. It's I love them. I love all I ever build, and I don't know. Some cosplayers sell their costumes, but I can't. I just can't. I love it, and
You put so much work in it.
I put so much work in it, and they're my babies.
Aww.
I can't sell them.
Little bitty babies. Okay, we have another question that we're gonna answer right now. Hey, thank you for coming to the interview. I really like the armor you make. They look great. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask, please, I like to make cosplay that includes helmets. What tips do you have for making helmets? Thank you.
I'm making helmets mostly. The base of the helmet I make with Cobracast. It's from the same brand, which is from Warbler. he is searching for some example. Yeah, basically I made a Cobra Cast helmet from the base here, and then I built everything else of the helmet, like the pieces here I made with Wobbler and glue them on the Cobra Cast piece. Yeah, this is Cobra Cast. It's like it has a structure. I don't know if you see it, but when you Google Cobra Cast, it's very good for helmets because it's flexible and yeah, it's very good for the head base that it perfectly fits to your head. I think I have a lot of pictures of it on my Facebook page. When you go to the photos, to the Barbarian photos, I have a lot of photos how I made his helmet. There you can see how I made the helmet directly on his head. It's pretty easy. It's just practicing.
Everything is practicing these days, so
Yeah, that's
I
right.
hope it answers your question. Let's answer another one. This is from June. I've been a big fan of your armor costume for a long time. I'm currently doing a glass armor set from Skyrim and would like to know how you get a full body armor to look good overall. Do you make drafts using Photoshop or do you freehand everything? And I think she posted a picture as well if you guys want to check it out down here.
I want to see it. Where's the picture?
It's on the next question. Just scroll down.
Ah, there. Okay. Okay. Click on it. Forward.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah, how does it work? But because I think I know her armor, I'm not sure. But when? Oh yeah, I saw this. Oh, that's so amazing. That's so amazing. I posted the artwork of the armor a month ago because I love it and I wanted to do the same. But I never had the time to make it. Oh my god, I love it. I love your armor. It's amazing.
So,
yeah.
Do you have tips of how to get a full body armor to look good overall? Do you make draft using Photoshop or do you freehand everything?
What is drafts?
Paint over, like drafting, like you take a paper or something and you're like la 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 la. This is
okay, okay, Entwürfe. Yeah, okay. Sketches. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sometimes I sketch everything. I make drafts. Sometimes not. It's a difficult question because sometimes I'm doing it and sometimes I'm doing it not. I'm doing it not because yeah, when the armor is pretty yeah, when there are a lot of pieces and you really don't know how to start and don't know how to do some things, I began to make yeah some sketches and yeah, look how can I make it, but mostly I'm doing it freehand because yeah, I'm practicing it a lot. So now I'm able to make everything freehand, but few armors before, I'm using a lot of Illustrator for things like that.
Okay, I hope
You know
it
Illustrator.
answered. Yeah, I think I don't. Maybe she does.
Okay.
For people who watch us, so I hope it definitely answered your question. And we have another one. Do you wear your costumes private at home?
Once I have a photo shoot.
You don't have to answer this question if you're not feeling comfortable.
It's pretty funny because once I have a photo shoot, a friend of mine made photos of cosplayers wearing their costumes at home, and we had a very funny photo shoot. I wear my Death Knight and was cooking, and she made photos of it, and it was pretty funny. But normally I don't wear my costumes at home. I'm sorry.
And when you usually do photo shoots of your costumes, are they on location shoots or at a convention shoot?
I love more the location shoots, but of course there are sometimes photo shoots on conventions. But the photos from conventions are mostly not so good like the ones from you made with a photographer at a good location. And I love making photos at a location. Sometimes we are in a photo studio, but I love it when you have a background which fits to the character.
And when you do have an on-location shoots, do you have any tips or advice for cosplayers who plan to have on-location shoots or never had them, and tips, advices, stuff?
Yes, when it's cold, you need something like this.
Is that
Yeah.
Deckel?
You need something to keep you warm, because next week I have a photo shoot, and it's pretty cold here in Germany, and I'm kind of naked in my
A blanket?
A blanket. You need a blanket. You need a lot of blankets. And next week we have a photo shoot with my Furia and Turanda, and it's pretty cold, and we are half
Do I
naked.
have a blanket too?
You have a blanket too? Don't worry. And that's pretty wichtig.
Make
Important.
sure to have something that keeps you warm.
Yeah, that's pretty important to have something that keeps you
Yeah.
warm. But when you're in a warm country, it's perfect. In LA we had a photo shoot, and we don't need anything because it was warm.
Too
And
warm.
it was, and I love it. I love making photos at a warm location. It's just amazing.
Okay. And if somebody has just joined us, I will just say again that you are more than welcome to post any questions you may have, either on YouTube or on Hangout in the Q&A app. We will be happy to answer them. Now, when you work on a costume, what is a challenge for you? What is the most challenging part?
The details. When you make a costume, and especially an armor, the details is everything. I love all the details onto Randa's armor. This is the most detailed armor I ever made, and I think the more details you have, the better it looks. It's just all about details.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is there something that you will never see yourself doing? Like most people say nudes or something like that, but is there like a specific type of cosplay or a specific or something that other than nudes, I'm sure, that you just don't see yourself doing?
I think I will never do crossplay. I think I will never be a male character. I'm not this kind of cosplayer who is cosplaying male versions of some characters. I know a lot of friends of mine are doing this, a lot of cosplayers, and they're doing it very, very well. But it's not something I would do. I don't know.
And Ralph, would you ever crossplay?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
It's such a beautiful beard.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the beard and a petticoat and a Lolita dress. Yeah, kawaii.
Maybe.
Oh, that's a maybe. Then now you have to make him something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. What is your dream cosplay?
Oh, that's Diablo, the female Diablo from Diablo 3. I wanted to make this costume for such a long time, but it's pretty expensive because I wanted to make it perfect. I have to cast my whole body and sculpt all the things, and made all the parts in silicone because I want to make it look like a real demon. When I make this costume, I want to make it real. I want to make it look real perfectly, and all the materials for this would be so expensive. Maybe in a few years, I don't know, but this is definitely my dream. Yeah.
Someday.
Yeah, someday when I'm rich, when I'm a millionaire, because of my cosplay. I hope so.
Ralph, do you have a dream cosplay?
Maybe.
It's a maybe.
Not for you or for her, like for either one.
For her, I don't know.
For you, what do you?
For me, I don't know how you say it in English. From Final Fantasy X.
Your Yinbo?
Yeah. what is it in English? Yojimbo?
Jojinbo? It's an
Behemoth?
Esper. It's an Esper from Final Fantasy X.
Is it one of the
The guy
things
with a
that you
long
summon?
sword. What?
The guy with the... Oh, Tidus?
No.
No, wait, no, I'm confused.
It's an
It's an Aeon.
It's an Aeon.
Behemoth,
Yojimbo.
maybe?
Jojinbo. This is the Chinese ninja man with the big sword and the.
Oh, I'm
dog.
feeling like such a noob. I don't know.
It's
I
okay.
would
Maybe
have to Google it.
maybe some people know
I
him.
have to go now.
Maybe.
Bye.
Okay.
Okay, Google it.
I will.
Oh.
I will definitely Google it, and if somebody knows, then now you know what Ralph's Dream Cosplay is.
Yes.
What? Um, do you have any tips or advice for somebody who is just starting out making armors and is clueless about what to do in this entire world that's so overwhelming?
A lot of people are afraid of starting with armor stuff and working with Warbler, and they're asking me a lot how to start with it. I think the best advice is, you just have to start. I think the most happens, and you're getting better with every piece. And even if it's not perfect for the first time, it don't have to be perfect. You just have to start, and the best thing is when you make patterns. I make patterns before for every armor piece before I start crafting it. I make a pattern out of some paper, and then newspaper or something like this. If everybody have newspaper at home, I make the pattern for a bracer, and then I transfer it to the craft form. And when you cut out the craft form piece, then you can put it on your body, and then you can see if it's okay, if it fits to you, or if it's not okay. Because craft form is not so expensive. When you see it's not good, the armor piece is not looking good, then you can just do a new piece. It's okay. When you're using Warbler, it's pretty expensive. So before you use your Warbler sandwich thing, just try everything with craft foam, and then I think nothing can happen. And
Yeah. Okay, so I hope it helped a few people. Let's answer some more questions from people. If you don't know it so far, we are taking questions from the audience, YouTube comments, or Hangout comments. Comment before we go away. Yay. Okay, let's do this. Have you ever thought of doing a robot or mecha armor costume, such as Transformers, Gundam, Cyborg, etc.?
I thought about it, but I think Warbler, because I'm basically work only with Warbler, and I think Warbler is not so good for these robot mecha costumes, because it's more good for organic stuff. I really wanted to do some mechanic stuff, but I think the best thing to do is craft form. Or at the moment, I'm working a lot with sculpting and casting, and I think this is the best method to make electronic looking armor, some future stuff. And in the future, I think I will do it, of course. But because I'm only work with Warbler, it was not a choice for me, because I think it's more good for armor which look more organic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and when you say about sculpting and everything, and even Warbler, how did you learn? Did you teach yourself, like tutorials, or did you took any classes or something? How did you learn?
When I start with Warbler, there wasn't a lot of tutorials in the internet about armor making. There was some tutorials. Kamui, she did it before. She worked with a lot of Wonderflex, and it was some kind of similar to Wonderflex. and so I saw a lot of stuff from her, and there were some other cosplayers from the US who worked with Wonderflex, and I just watched at their tutorials and then practice at my own. I just try to work with the material, and I'm getting better and better with it.
And now, when you work in, when you do all the casting and all the sculpting, how did you start at this?
There are also a lot of tutorials in the internet. The internet is my tutorial friend. There are ballpen props or punished props. They are doing a lot of tutorials, posting their progress. I think you can see a lot how they are doing it, and also on the Smooth On website, there are a lot of tutorials how they explain it very, very well. So the internet, it's just the internet. There are so many tutorials. I'm just watching tutorials the whole time and learning it like this.
The internet is pretty good.
Yes.
Yes. And where do you see yourself in the future, cosplay-wise or community-wise? Do you see yourself doing this for a long time? No.
Yes, I wish. My big dream is for doing it for a very, very long time. I really love what I'm doing, and I had so much fun with it, and I really want to do it for a very long time, and I hope I'm famous in a few years, more famous, and more invitations, and more fans, and more money. No, I hope so. Maybe I'm the first cosplay millionaire. I don't know. Maybe.
It's all about the money.
It's all about the money.
No.
Oh, you guys. It's all about the cosplay and the fun and the love.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And I really want to do it for a very long time, and I hope I'm a good cosplayer even when I'm 40 or 50 years old. I hope.
That's not long.
Are you calling her old?
What?
No. So I'm 26. I think I have a few years.
Yeah, a few good years before you'll have to retire.
I'm 26.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I never knew my own age. When you're gonna ask how old are you? What are you saying? Are you directly saying I'm old, or are you thinking, oh, what was my age? What was my age? Yes.
I'm 19 and 2 years.
Oh,
What,
okay.
in 2 years?
Yeah, 19 and 2 years.
19 and 2 years.
That's sweet.
Okay.
Forever, baby.
I'm 19 and 9.
Yes. Oh, you're so old.
You're 19 and math.
Oh.
Math. No, okay, never mind.
Math.
It sounded much better in my head. Let's keep on answering questions before we run out of time. Okay. So going back to the photo shoots, how do you keep cool in armor in hot weather? I cosplay in the LA area in summer, and it is usually too hot to be comfortable, even in the lightest costumes.
Yeah, I can imagine this.
I really don't know what to do when it's too hot. Mostly he have a lot of cold water for me. It's pretty important to drink a lot when it's hot, because when I'm in summer, when I'm in an armor, I'm sweating. Oh, I'm sweating so much. It's when I take the armor off at the end of the day, you can throw it away. Everything is wet. I really don't know what to do against it. It's just sweating and drinking.
Yeah, if you have a mobile fan, probably it will always be good.
Yeah, or sometimes
you have to move very slow.
You have to just walk in slow motion. Maybe then it's a bit colder.
What I do sometimes is like give somebody a huge reflector and they just wave it on me like if.
Yeah, we tried this.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Maybe you have a night shooting.
A night, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I hope you answered. Let's take another question.
Not really.
And I'll participate too. Hi, Danny. Thanks for saying something that is PG. How about blingy blingy electronics, like playing with audio? I think you meant audio because Arduino is not a word. And LED lights. How
Yeah.
about playing with audio and LED lights?
This is not my thing. Mostly he's doing it. So
Sometimes we use some LED stuff, but
we have. Do we have it here? Oh, you
Yeah.
have to take it. Oh, it's here. Do you see this wonderful bow glowing above us? Is it still lighting
Yeah,
up?
it's glowing,
Yeah.
it's glowing.
He's doing all the LED stuff, and we really love to. Yeah.
Ooh, shiny.
Come on.
What are you looking? Hey, guy. What are you looking?
okay.
Come on.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
We forgive you.
Yeah. So say something about this. What can you say to our followers?
Do you think that in the future you'll do more complicated LED things with audio, or you're gonna like stay in this thing?
Well, I don't think so, because I don't know. Actually, I'm loving more the costumes without this LED stuff. More the natural style.
I love more the realistic stuff.
Realistic.
The realistic armor stuff, like the Skyrim armors.
Yes.
And I like them. I like them too. Like the realistic stuff have no LEDs in it. But yeah, when you're making World of Warcraft, you must have LEDs. So, but I think in future we will do more realistic stuff. So we'll see. Maybe
sometimes some LEDs, but
when you'll do a huge mecha boat, something.
Yes.
Maybe without LEDs.
No, when you're doing something mecha.
It has to.
It has to.
Sure.
Okay, and Danny just corrected me. Arduino. That's microchip board.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I don't. You're smart. Yeah.
Arduino.
Okay.
I really want to work with Arduino, but it's complicated. I Googled it and I watched some tutorials how to work with it, but it's a bit complicated for me. Maybe it's more like a male thing. I don't know. It's more like something for you.
Maybe in the future someday.
Yeah.
We have another question on YouTube. Tips for transporting weapons and armor long distance?
Yeah. Mostly we screwed them. We screw them together. We separate them.
That's my part.
That's also his part. We separate the weapons in 3 or 2 pieces. Like the bow, you can separate it in 3 pieces with magnets. You can take. Let me show it. You can take this thing off with magnets.
And then
there are magnets inside here, and so you can just put it on. Yeah, you can work with magnets or with a screw. Yes, I think that's the most easiest part. As you can see, he's screwing it in.
And armors like pauldrons or breastplate. How do you usually transport those?
I use a lot of this foil where these bubbles are.
Bubble wrap.
Yeah, bubble wrap.
How many classes?
Yeah, so we have 3 pieces. These 2 and this.
Amazing.
It's magic. And it fits perfectly in the suitcase. And armor. I just built the armor, and then I hope it fits to my suitcase. It's more like luck, and I use a lot of this foil to protect the armor pieces, because at the airport they are throwing the suitcases away, and when you open the suitcase, in the hotel. I want to go to the convention, and everything is broken.
Everything is battle damaged.
Everything is battle damaged, and yeah, it's pretty bad. So protect your armor in the suitcase.
Yeah. Okay, and the rest of the question was also, all you guys do is win. How are you not sponsored by a major game company yet? I don't think nobody can answer this, but a game company.
Yeah. No.
I don't understand the question.
You don't understand the question.
He wrote. I'll just read you what somebody wrote. All you guys do is win. How are you not sponsored by a major game company yet?
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. We are not sponsored, so it's pretty bad. But maybe this next year.
There's a game company that watches us.
I would love to be sponsored.
Call me.
Call us. Here's my number. It would be great to be sponsored, but I think there are a lot of great cosplayers out there, and I don't know. They can choose a lot of cosplayers, and I'm not sure if I know any cosplayer who is sponsored by a game company.
It's more of an US thing, I think.
Yeah.
Even though there, it's not that common to be sponsored completely by a game company, I think. I know.
Yeah, here in Europe and Germany we don't have it, so maybe in a few years. I really hope it.
Yeah. Okay, well, we are almost at our time. Why won't you tell us and the people who are looking at us where they can find you and where can they buy your stuff?
Yeah, you can find me on Facebook or on different conventions. When you want to see me on conventions, the most easiest way is to follow me on Facebook, because I'm posting when I'm going to this or that convention. The convention plan for next year is not sure, so I don't want to say I'm on this or that convention. So just.
Her cosplay name is Lightning Cosplay, and there's a link in the description.
Yeah, so when you're interested in cosplay and crafting and me, I don't know, cats. I'm doing a lot of cat stuff now because I have 4 of them.
And what are you making and people can buy?
Yes, I'm producing horns for demon horns, or I have some Maleficent. Yeah, who minds? Some Maleficent style horns or ram horns, or I don't know, for every kind of costume when you want to have some. I'm selling them, but they are very rare, and I only have a few. And yeah, here are.
Get them while you can, people.
Yeah, this is the one Ralph made a few days before. So when you're interested in stuff, you can find all my stuff, prints and horns and
noses.
Calendars. At the moment, I'm selling calendars. You can find them on my Etsy store. The link is on my Facebook page. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Laura and Ralph, thank you so much for being with us. I had a blast talking to you. I do hope that this interview. Yeah, I do hope that this interview helped for some of you, and if not, that we at least amused you. And next week we are going to be here on December 7th, which is Sunday, and it's going to be 9 p.m. Israel time or 2 p.m. Eastern time, and we're going to have It's Raining Neon, which is a cosplayer from the United States. He's very awesome, and we're going to post everything. So make sure you follow us, and you can subscribe to the YouTube channel and be informed. And yeah, have a great evening. Thank you for watching us.
Bye.
Bye.